everyone, this is Mike Regan here with another edition of the Regan Rant for, what is today? Today is the 16th of September, and I wanted to give you my second part, some of the features that I'd like to see in future WWE games, or improvements, more rather, in this case. The last time I talked about the Create a Suit belt and how THQ could make that mode actually mean something, and tie it all in with the Create a Superstars, and basically add match types where you can challenge for that belt, put your Create a Superstars career on the line. I got a lot of good feedback on that. Some people liked the idea, some people didn't. Some thought that it was a little extreme, a little harsh, but it's like when you go to Vegas, and you're betting, you're putting it all on black, and sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And when you win big, and if you don't win, you lose bad or big. Anyway, uh, I would like to talk about some improvements in general that I would like to see. Audio quality for one. Um, Commentary has always been an issue with the WWE game. I mean, really can't remember the last time they did and nailed the commentary track perfectly, like you would expect to see on WWE television. I think the last wrestling game that I personally remember that had good commentary was Legend of Wrestling Showdown, and that was done 10 years ago. I mean, anyway, it's not 10 years ago, but it was a while ago. Um, and I just I don't see how they could even improve even better. I mean, UFC did a pretty good job with the commentary, where they actually took the commentary crew, and they actually put them in like a theater and recorded commentary while people were playing the game. I mean, that I guess I would imagine that would work. They also cut bits and pieces from previous UFC pay-per-views of the two and mix it up together and put it into the in-game commentary track. That's another way that I guess you could do it and improve it. Um, but the way they're doing it now, where they're flying into a studio and record commentary, it just doesn't seem natural. It doesn't sound right. Maybe it's the commentators themselves, but up until this point, it just doesn't sound like it's real life, true to life. That especially what the WWE SmackDown series is known for. They're trying to go for the simulation of WWE programming, and there is a major disconnect there. Another disconnect that the commentary, and not just with the commentary, but audio presentation, is the crowd sounds, the chants. They've done a little chants in the past. Nothing, nothing too major. But I mean, if you watch WWE program religiously like I do, and when you watch it over the years, a great crowd chant or great crowd period will often make a bad pay-per-view or a bad match better just by extension. Um, I would like to see more of those chants involved in these wrestling games, for just the interplay between the crowd. I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the crowd react more to what's going on in the ring, and until we actually see that, I see that the commentary lagging behind everything else in the game, because I mean, if you look at the SmackDown series over the years, they've added content, they've added the cool new features like WWE Universe, and before they worked on the tag team match and the Royal Rumble, and now this year the Hell in a Cell and the physics, and they've done that year after year after year, getting better after better. But the commentary and the audio presentations basically lag behind. I mean, basically we're still back all the way on PS2 era sound effects. At least that's what I think. That's what my opinion is. Um, I also want to talk about the recent news, and we're going to completely jump companies and continents and subjects here. The recent news from Tokyo Game Show by Microsoft that Spike is bringing Fire Pro Wrestling for the Xbox 360. Now, I'm a big Fire Pro fan. I love Fire Pro. I've been a Fire Pro Wrestling fan, since it was released for the Sega Saturn. Some 12 years ago. It's been a while, but then I was reading the notes, looking at the picture of it, and they added avatar support in Fire Pro. Yeah. Um, that wasn't my first choice when I'm thinking of an Xbox arcade title for Fire Pro. It probably wasn't even my second or third or fourth or fifth choices of Fire Pro when it comes to coming to the Xbox 360. Um, but if they have if they have the moves, and there's a cool move set and it plays like Fire Pro, like the old games, and you can create characters using avatar style graphics, and it might be a cool thing, it might be a good thing. I don't imagine if there's going to be very many representations of real life Japanese wrestlers in the game, if any. But and hopefully they will release it for the United States. No word on that. I would imagine if they're just using avatars, I think it would be a no-brainer. I mean, it'd be Microsoft's version of pro wrestling, if you remember, for the NES kind of. So it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing more about that game, seeing the game in action. Definitely. There's supposed to be a trailer, and I haven't seen that yet. So I'm definitely. I mean, I'm definitely going to be watching that with interest, and hopefully it isn't completely disappointing. And I am interested in what your thoughts on Fire Pro coming for the Xbox 360 with Avatar support. Feel free to email me or send the comments in the YouTube video on the YouTube page. I do read them all. I I do pay attention to them. And if you have any questions, I might answer them right on the next video or so. Anyway, my email address is mike@gamingring.com, and I am the webmaster at gamingring.com. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.